I'm excited to break down tonight's Canes-Montreal game because we have Victoria Vodenichar producing the show today. Get a different perspective than we normally get on the Canes.
Yes.
Are you excited that Svech is back?
I mean, look,
First of all, that was perfect. Here's the thing.
About that. Yeah, no, I like Svech. I feel like we have this reoccurring theme with Svech where it's like, oh, he's so good, but we just need a little more. And then he gets hurt or he's in the box or what. And so I like him. And when he is on it, he's on it and it's great. But it's just like, buddy, I always want to get more out of him.
The expectation is he is back tonight after 7 straight games, missing with an injury. Based on morning skate, he's going to be on the quote-unquote fourth line with Eric Robinson and Mark Jankowski at least to start. And he was also running with the second power play unit of Kotkaniemi, Roslovic, Stankoven, and Burns quarterbacking that second power play unit. It is actually, let me put it this way. Everybody, I would say Victoria has about the best response to the most positive. The whole there's more to that. I've been in a debate for a week now because I decided to ask what the lines are going to be like when everybody gets healthy on social media and everybody's got an opinion. And there's 3 units of people. Okay, I'm going to divide up all of Canes Nation into 3 units of people. There's the and by the way, there's nothing wrong with any of these fandoms. No. This is just how it is. There's the jokesters, right? And by the way, those might be my favorite to interact with. Right? Who should sit out when everybody's healthy? The people that come with, well, let's look at the last couple games. Who's not scoring? Let's start with Aho. Ha, ba-dum, tsh, right? Just They know it's not serious. They're just in there to make giggles on the internet. Then there's the I'm going to try to cosplay or role play game myself as Rod Brind'amour, and they're gonna beat themselves up about it. They're gonna hit him with, well, Jankowski was probably the one when all the moves were made that would expect to be out, but he's on a bit of a scoring tear right now, so you don't want to take that off the ice. So it's probably going to have to be either Robinson or Roslovic, and Robinson does provide a little bit in the penalty kill, and you just go on and on and on and on, and you tear your hair out. And then there's this middle group, and this middle group is the purest fan of them all, and they go with what they think is most fun for them. I understand that it's really fun when Jankowski goes on a tear. It's a bit like watching a Cinderella in March Madness.
Yeah.
Weren't expecting it, came out of nowhere, 7 goals in 8 games, whatever it was. I know it's easier to root for someone like Jackson Blake, who's still just a sapling, and you're hoping it can be this big glorious oak tree.
Right, without the pollen.
There you go. All over my car yesterday.
Everywhere.
Or Logan Stankoven is really fun because he's new and he's small like Jarvis, and he's the little engine that could. And we go on and on. Taylor Hall, because of what he represents from years past, they're fun and new and fresh. And then there's Svech, and Svech is frustrating.
Yes,
because and the way I've described it forever is, once every 3 games, he has a 4-minute stretch, 2 back-to-back shifts that just have me screaming at the television. Do that every time.
Right.
Do that every time.
Where's that?
And I want to be clear. If you're like, Svech, I don't want him back, or Svech, take your time getting healthy, or Svech, you have to be buried on low ice time on the 4th line. I get that. I know where you're coming from. I understand that's probably the most fun for you. You need Svech.
Mm-hmm.
You need him because he has something that a lot of hockey players don't have, which is his just natural born with ability. And when you play the best of the best teams, when you get to the point where you need somebody to make a great play, he has the ability. And even if there's a 5% chance he pulls it off, he has the ability to, when other more grinding, more fun to root for players, they just, I mean, height, weight, speed, stick handling, skill, finesse, whatever you want, hockey IQ, it's there. We've seen it. It's not always there. Right? As soon as you say, like, he's got some hockey IQ, he is going to pick up an offensive zone penalty, and it is going to happen. So
he's in the box.
He's in the box at a time when, like, you know, somebody else just got put into the boards and needs a breather, but now they're out there on the penalty kill. Like, it's never a good time. But you need Svech. Hopefully not tonight. Right, hopefully against Montreal, middle of the pack team, kind of middle of the pack in most stats. Hopefully it's not like, hey, unless we get good Svech, we're going to lose by 2 goals. Hopefully not tonight.
Yeah.
But I think to make it to a conference finals, you need Svech. To make it to a Stanley Cup final, you need Svech. And until you bring in somebody else with his combination of skill, you're going to have to keep putting him out there and keep trying to find the way to unlock the best parts of him more often. So I hear the jokes from the Jokester crew about leave him, wait till Carrier comes back and have him enter into the lineup. And I hear the debates from the not wannabes, that sounds mean, but the trying to put themselves in the shoes of Rod Brind'amour crew, which is, well, what you need to do is you need to put him with a center that is more head up and whatever, right? Then you get into the weeds. I want to see him alongside Stankoven, and it's like, well, why? That's such a random deal. But you're thinking about it. I love it. It's that middle group that is just thinking, gosh, it's frustrating to watch him, that I'm talking to right now. Because yes, it is frustrating, but it is a necessary evil. It is a necessary evil to achieve the top end, to achieve the big and lofty goals. So I do think you just keep, let's be real. Tonight, what did I say? He's going to start on the 4th line, at least that what it appears like from Morning Skate, with Jankowski and Robinson. I would guess, and I saw Adam Gold tweet this out, so I'm not even alone in this. I would guess he ends the game maybe skating with Hall and Kotkaniemi. I would guess in recent weeks or soon weeks, we will see him get his chance replacing Jackson Blake on the top line alongside Aho and Jarvis. I would guess we'll see at least a few possessions where he's out there with the Stahl and Martinook line. Like, keep moving him around, keep seeing what's working, because I think the only way that the Canes truly reach their potential is if Svech truly reaches his potential.
Right.
And it's like, we've been trying for 5 years.
It's there.
Yep.
We
try
know
for
it.
6. Or if you don't think, trade him. I mean, like, that's the other side of it. If you're out, trade him. And because there's someone else out there, like guys with his skill set, 2nd overall pick, all those things, they're like, highly drafted quarterbacks. There's always an offensive coordinator out there thinking, I can fix him. They didn't use him correctly. They need to get into my system. Like, if you're not going to continue working on unlocking whatever top shelf ability he has, let somebody else try and take another swing. That's all I can say. So when Svech is back, gosh, I hope he has a good game today, or else all this is going to the frustration crew is going to be real loud going, This is what you're talking. He might be frustrated. He might pick up 2 dumb penalties. He might miss a one-timer whiff. He might break his stick. He might do everything that gets wildly frustrating. But he also might pull a Svech from behind the net. He might do the lacrosse thing. He might come right down the center of the ice like a train and have 8 guys bounce off him, or a couple guys twice, and then go upper bar down.
Right.
And, like, he might do that too, and that's what you have to try to unlock. So Svech is back, and I'm excited for it, and I don't care how many people don't want him back. That's the only way I can describe it.
Yeah.
The Drive with Tim Donnelly, 99.9 The Fan, and I do hope he kind of makes his way around the lines a bit.
Hope so.
Speaking of, just real quickly with the Canes, Brent Burns, tonight, 915th consecutive game.
Wow.
Sole possession of the 4th longest Ironman streak in NHL history.
Look at him go.
915 consecutive games.
The beard getting it.
900.
It's a lot. I wish I could say that he's going to make it to 1,000, but
Probably not here.
Yeah, not here.
Again, we're getting too long here. After the away game at San Jose, how they treated him there.
Yes.
I think he does one more. If I were him, one more year, third pairing defenseman in San Jose.
Okay. Well, San Jose is going to be a beast next year, I think.
They
That's
just probably need a veteran presence to lead them with a beard.
Exactly. And look who fits that bill.
Hey, look at that.
And no front teeth.
Trent from the water company.